Hello and welcome. You're watching the Thursday edition of This Is Exclusive with me, Shavin Sen. Ladies and gentlemen, I come to you tonight with two exclusive stories. Here is a Congress Neta's son accused of cheating 1,500 home buyers, taken into custody but enjoys the luxury of being in the hospital, and whenever he wants, he steps out of it, goes to a hotel and can also party. And how exactly am I saying this? Tonight on This Is Exclusive, I come to you with a set of at least 10 images, 10 visuals that show that this can also happen. That when you're the son of a legislator, you can actually fake an illness. And the fact that when your bail is not granted, you fake an illness and get yourself admitted in a hospital. We take you through the details of these 10 set of visuals that have been accessed by Republic TV. The second big story that we're coming to you tonight with is, once again, Muhammad Yunus's government has been caught lying. He says that this entire narrative of Hindus being targeted in Bangladesh is just a narrative being peddled by the Indian media. So tonight, we will bring out the voice of Bangladeshi Hindus. Bangladeshi Hindus who have decided to speak to Republic TV. We're going to get them live in a short while from now and hear them out. This is what is happening to Bangladeshi Hindus. All this and much more on this edition of This Is Exclusive. But up first, let's take you through the headlines we are tracking at this hour.
Presented by Royal Global University. Northeast can't wait. Pado kuch bano.
तुषार गोयल का 5,000 करोड़ के ड्रग्स रैकेट में जो आए हैं कांग्रेस के पदाधिकारी, तो कांग्रेस पार्टी बताए कि इस ड्रग्स का पैसा कितना हरियाणा के चुनाव में लगा है।
BJP alleges Congress linked to biggest drug bust in Delhi, but Congress distances itself, says Kingpin was expelled from the party. In yet another incident, temples vandalized in Bangladesh. Violence against Hindus continues under Yunus. Republic accesses key CCTV footages, busts top Congress Haryana leader's son's fake plot to escape jail. Congress does it again. Praises Pakistan's founder Jinnah, but vilifies nationalist icon Veer Savarkar.
कांग्रेस के नेता राहुल गांधी दुनिया भर में जाकर झूठ बोलते हो और भारत को बदनाम करते हो, तो भारत के स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों को भी अपमानित करने में कांग्रेस पीछे नहीं छूटी। वीर सावरकर का अपमान नहीं सहेगा हिंदुस्तान।
After Karnataka minister's vilification of nationalist icon Veer Savarkar, BJP comes down heavily on the Congress party.
Presented by Royal Global University. Northeast can't wait. Pado kuch bano.
Ladies and gentlemen, we start with the first big story that we're getting to you tonight. This is the son of a Congress leader from Haryana who's been accused of money laundering, cheating 1,500 home buyers, taken into custody in the month of January 2024, and now has been sent into judicial custody. His bail has been rejected. So what does he do to enjoy a luxurious life? He gets himself admitted to a hospital. What is even more shocking is that he makes a mockery of the judicial custody. Images, footages that we have now accessed show that the son of this Congress leader, who's now been told by the Punjab and Haryana High Court to surrender in the next 24 hours, his son, who was arrested in the same very case, is now seen stepping out of the hospital. In fact, gets into his luxury cars, and sources say that he was also seen partying. Now that's the big breaking news coming in on This Is Exclusive as we take you through a set of almost 10 visual images, who's running away once again from the hospital. In fact, it turns out that Sikandar Singh, son of Dharam Singh Chokar, who is also the Congress candidate from Samalkha, is essentially mocking the judicial system. Sikandar Singh, in fact, was in jail for a money laundering case in which he has cheated more than 1,500 home buyers. Let's now take you through that exclusive. First, let's go full visual, full frame of the visuals that you see on your screen right now. Now, this is the time when Sikandar Singh, son of Dharam Singh Chokar, enters the hospital. We're going to stay with this visual for a minute before we take you to the others that we have. Does he really look unfit to you, ladies and gentlemen, what you see right now? That's the second visual that we're getting to you. That's the luxury car that he uses. Supposedly unfit Sikandar spotted out in this particular Fortuner when he was supposed to be in the hospital. Now, just let's stay with these images while I try and explain this to all our viewers what has happened. Now, his bail application was basically rejected by the Punjab and Haryana High Court in the last week of August 2024. So what is he doing now? He's now trying to avoid the jail by faking illness as well as medical records, if you simply go by the images that have been accessed. Now, following his rejection of his bail, he was admitted to the PGIMS Rohtak Hospital twice from September 2nd to about September 16th. And again from September 26th until now. Now, what you see on your screens, let's go back to the first image that I'm going to show you right now. And there are several other images that have also been accessed by Republic TV. Now, this image, what you see, is when Sikandar Singh walks into the hospital. Now, he's essentially faked it. CCTV footage that has been obtained clearly shows that the son of the legislator leaving from the hospital, bypassing the law. Even medical records essentially confirm that he has been outside the hospital. As per the information that has been received for sources, it is learnt that he is seen using a Fortuner car. Let's go to the second. So that's when he exits. That's when he exits from the hospital, gets into, once again, see that's where he gets into now the Fortuner car. He's perfectly fine. So he basically uses the hospital to come out. Sikandar enjoys that, goes out, gets inside his Fortuner car, which is now also a subject of investigation because he's largely using his power and influence to bypass the law, making a complete mockery of the judicial system. Now, remember, his father has now been ordered by the Punjab and Haryana High Court to surrender within 24 hours. It is in this very case that his father has also been asked by the Punjab and Haryana High Court. Let's put this out also. Punjab and Haryana High Court has asked the Congress leader Dharam Singh Chokar to surrender within the next 24 hours. His son, whom we are showing you right now on air, his son was arrested in January 2024. He also happens to be the Congress candidate in the upcoming Haryana elections. A perfectly fine VVIP Brat that you see right now on your screens walks out of the hospital and goes on. Let me also see. Let's go to the other angle that we have on your screens right now. That's the second angle we are bringing in with regards to how he uses fake medical bills that were also brought in. Now, let's take you through this, where you can clearly see that Sikandar is not unfit, and the fact that there isn't any illness. If you just go by these visuals that you see right now on your screen, he exits the hospital, he's perfectly fine, enjoying with his friends, and he goes in. This is just ahead of the elections that we are being told. And there are images that we have right now. These are the images that you see on your screens of Dharam Singh Chokar's son, Sikandar Singh. And these are exclusive images that have been accessed by Republic TV. So what are we really talking about? A man who's been accused of cheating 1,500 home buyers, taken into custody, walks into the hospital, stays there, then comes out whenever he feels like, only because he's avoiding to go back to the jail. And remember, this is all while he is in the judicial custody. First, he was arrested in the central agency custody, and thereafter he leaves from the hospital too. Let me also quickly go across to my colleague Lalit, who's getting us the latest details. Lalit, these are exclusive images that have been accessed by Republic TV, which clearly goes on to indicate that Sikandar Singh, arrested, he's faking it and enjoys a luxurious life outside the jail.
Exactly, Shawan, the visuals which the Republic TV has accessed, it clearly shows the way the mockery has been made of the judiciary. A fake medical has been done, and it has been seen that he's enjoying a luxurious life. And right now, what we are also learning from our sources that Sikandar Singh, the son of Dharam Singh Chokar, could also be seen campaigning for his father, doing meetings with the Congress people, what we have learned in the past 36 to 48 hours. But other than that, if we talk about the Punjab and Haryana High Court in the same matter have also asked the ED and the Haryana police to arrest Dharam Singh Chokar, who is contesting elections once again from the Samalkha seat in Haryana. And already a 24 hours has been given for him to surrender. But now the 24 hours have surpassed, and still Dharam Singh Chokar has not been arrested by the ED in the money laundering case, in which Punjab and Haryana High Court has given clear-cut direction. The direction was being given when a social activist Varinder filed a petition in the Punjab and Haryana High Court, and after that it was ordered by the Punjab and Haryana High Court to arrest the Congress MLA from Samalkha, who is once again contesting elections. He is a two-time MLA. In 2009 also, he won the election from the Haryana Janhit Congress, and in 2014 he joined Congress. But that time he lost the election. In 2019, he won the election. If we overall talk about this particular case, this is the case of affordable housing scheme in which he frauded money laundering, and a FIR was registered in Gurgaon. So he has to submit the housing flats to the buyers by 2020-21, but he did not give the buyers those flats, and it is a scam of almost 363 crore, in which both father and son has been asked by the has been found guilty, and Punjab and Haryana High Court has ordered now to arrest Dharam Singh Chokar, but still he has not been arrested. We even tried to talk to Dharam Singh Chokar, but he did not responded to the calls of Republic TV. But other than that,
right.
Shawan, if we overall talk about the way his son Sikandar Singh also has made mockery, Republic TV has accessed all the footage, and the investigation is still going on.
Well, I would also like to point this out, that Republic TV has reached out to the Congress leader for his response on the story that we have just put out right now. There has been no response from his side. My colleague Lalit has dialed his number, refuses to respond to the questions that have been posed by Republic TV. These are some serious questions ahead of the Haryana elections, a big controversy that is erupting with the Congress leader, who has now been asked to surrender before the court. Shifting focus now, ladies and gentlemen, to the other story that we've been tracking over the last 1 month since the ouster that has happened. But before I get into it, let's just quickly take you through a report that has been prepared on this very story.
Sikandar Singh, son of Dharam Singh Chokar, who's the Congress candidate in Haryana Samalkha, has made a complete mockery of the judicial system. Remember, Dharam Singh Chokar is a close aide of Congress's Bhupender Singh Hooda. Sikandar Singh was in jail for a money laundering case in which he has cheated more than 1,500 home buyers. After his bail application was rejected by the Punjab and Haryana High Court, Sikandar has stooped to a new low avoiding jail by faking illness and medical records. Republic has completely busted this fake plot. We have accessed 10 clincher videos and CCTV footages. On your screens right now, watch how Dharam Singh's son, who claims to be medically unfit, is hovering around in his luxury car. Not only that, look at this particular visual of Sikandar arriving to the hospital. Does he really look unfit? While leaving the hospital, Sikandar is seen to be perfectly fine, having a gala time with a friend. The question that comes to fore now is, how did Sikandar automatically fall sick right after the bail rejection? Even medical records have confirmed that Sikandar has been spending most of his time outside the hospital. Is MLA Dharam Singh, a close aide of Huda, now using his power and influence to bypass the law right ahead of the Haryana elections?
Over the last 1 month or so, ladies and gentlemen, you've had the interim government in Bangladesh denying that Hindus have been targeted. Time and again, you've had Mohammed Yunus saying that this is a fake narrative that is being peddled by the Indian media. Mohammed Yunus perhaps needs to listen to these very voices, as temples that have been vandalized here in Bangladesh, what we are essentially seeing is the fact how this particular narrative is being completely busted. The reality is this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just once again go to our guests and remove the pictures right now and go back to the Bangladeshi Hindus who are narrating the story of what they have essentially going through. They are essentially going through on the ground. First, the temple organizers, they received a threat, but no action was basically taken by the Yunus government. Then you've had temple organizers who've been sent a diktat that there is a particular time that they need to follow. Rituals are to be completed within that stipulated period. No security has been provided to the Bangladeshi Hindus who are now out on the streets protesting. Let's get you the first-hand account from what's happening in Bangladesh right now. Some of our guests who are joining us on this broadcast are not comfortable in revealing their complete identity, and we do understand the reason being that, remember, their life is on threat, and that is the reason why they would rather want to perhaps secure themselves right now. Anubhav Mitra is also joining us on this broadcast from Chittagong. Anubhav, thank you very much for speaking to Republic TV. Let me straight away begin by asking you, you are in Chittagong. What's really happening on the ground? Is it true that Hindus are being targeted?
Definitely. Thank you so much to getting me into your platform. So the reality is, you are screening in your screen. This is true. In Bangladesh, our festival is knocking at the door. The big festival of Bengali, Durga Puja. But we are in Bangladesh facing safety. Our being bandaged by east, and some of the people are protesting in the in cities. They are making mob against to stop our Durga Puja.
Anubhav, we are putting out these images right now of temples being vandalized in Bangladesh. Yunus's government says that nothing of this sort has happened.
Definitely, what our advisor is saying. This is, I think, this is not completely true, because in our country, there are so many. Even today in Kishoreganj, in Kishoreganj, renowned temples, idols are being vandalized even today. And there are so many mobs, there are so many narratives to stop our rituals. They fixed our time. They fixed our time to when we can when we can worship. So in we Hindus, we have some rituals. We should maintain time. We cannot adjust with their time. So how can we manage our puja? How can we do our puja? So this is totally, and in our mainstream media, there is no news. There is no news about this vandalization in our mainstream media. They are normally publishing they are normally publishing how can we accept how can we making idol. But there are so many vandalization. Our temples are destroyed, are being destroyed. This news, we can we Bangladeshi Hindus don't have any media, so we can't express our problem to the mainstream media. We
Anubhav,
have only the video, Facebook Live, but we can go
So
to the mainstream
you are
media.
saying
They are not covering us.
you are saying that your life is under threat. So for those who are questioning the UNIS government, for those who are questioning the fundamentalists in Bangladesh, their life is now under threat?
Yeah, definitely. We can't speak because they are in Dhaka, Uttara. They in sector. This is a public place for all. But some fundamentalists are protesting against, not to stop the puja. They're telling to change the position, change the place. Yeah, you're not you're not allowed to do your puja here. So
Okay.
we Bangladeshis, we have the same right for all. But
Well, in
we
fact,
we don't get it in practically.
Anubhav, I just request you to stay on with us as Professor Kushal is also joining us on this broadcast. Professor Kushal, what's the situation in Bangladesh right now? Because there is an attempt to discredit any factual story that is emerging from Bangladesh right now, where we are highlighting the plight of minorities. They say that this is not true. In fact, they've likened Hindus to the Sheikh Hasina government. That's the response that has come in from Mohammed Yunus.
Namaskar. Unfortunately, I think there's been a slightly error. I'm not Professor Kushal Bran Chakraborty. My name is Sanjay. So anyway, to your question, first of all, I would like to add that the Hindus in Bangladesh are living under extremely fearful and grim situations. And all of us know that during the regime change in August 2024, how the targeted atrocities against Bangladeshi Hindus has happened. But this is not something new. I would like to repeat and emphasize that this is not something new. This is always been happening with us. And most of the time, like the Honorable Mitra says, the local media outlets or the international media outlets or the so-called human rights organization are always silent about it. They are conspicuously silent. I don't know why, but they are silent. And only when the magnitude of the oppression, the atrocities, goes so much so out of hand, like thousands, 2,000, hundreds, and then only some media outlets or sympathetic outlets like yours only report. So that is the situation. And unfortunately, like our current chief advisor, what he said is, I would like to categorically say this is completely lie, this is completely falsehood. Even today, like Honorable Mitra said that in Kishoreganj happened, like only just 20 hours ago, in Pabna Shujanagar, the 3 puja mandaps and the pratimas has been vandalized, and even the police aren't there. So, what's the situation? So, would that deny the chief advisor, Dr. Muhammad Yunus? He got Nobel Prize in peace, but I don't know how is the peace in Bangladesh. So, and even during the regime change, a minor girl, for example, there's so much atrocities happen. Hindus are killed, raped, their houses vandalized, burned. A minor girl was raped in Pirozpur. Now, my question to everyone, including the chief advisor, how she is associated any kind of political affiliation or any kind of political party? And unfortunately, Hindus even cannot protest or express themselves. So, for example, if you say something for Hindus or like protest against these atrocities, you will be termed as agent of India in Bengali, which is called Bharatet Dalal. So, and if you write something in social media, you will be a victim of cyberbullying. For example, one of the leading vocal against the atrocities that happened in Bangladesh, Professor Kushal Bran Chakraborty, he's a faculty in Chittagong University Sanskrit Department. He has been continuously the victim of cyberbullying.
Okay.
If you say something which is actually truly happening.
Well, that's exactly what we have been highlighting for the last 1 month, and it's unfortunate that every voice which is now questioning Muhammad Yunus's government is now being dubbed as Indian agent. Thank you very much, Sanjay.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Sanjay and Anubhav. I'm running out of time, but this is a story that we'll keep tracking very closely. Ladies and gentlemen, you've already seen that every time that we have put out a story coming in from Bangladesh, we've been dubbed by saying that this is nothing but a fake story. But tonight, we have got you voices from Bangladesh. They say that they fear for their life and they cannot speak out the truth. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time with more exclusive stories.